Your boy Nacho. Today we're going to be going over a study by Franchi and others. It's going to be called Skeletal Muscle Remodeling in Response to Eccentric versus Concentric Loading, Morphological, Molecular, and Metabolic Adaptations. Okay, so I'm just going to be going over pretty much the most important parts. This is going to show you guys what happens not only to your muscles, but the structure around your muscle, okay? The extracellular matrix. That's what ECM stands for, okay? There's going to be pretty much the scaffold around your muscle, like a scaffold around a building that's being built, okay? So why does this study matter? Well, basically, bro, you guys already know this. Eccentric overload isn't just about lifting heavy and getting sore, guys, okay? It's creating a biological chain reaction that concentric training doesn't give you. So with this study, we're going to go over why eccentric overload leads to long-term strength, hypertrophy, and resilience, okay? Not just temporary gains like concentric lifting is going to give you. So if you're training for structure and not just the pump, you have to understand this, okay? If you guys are doing eccentric overload, you guys have to understand that you guys are going after structural adaptations. Okay, guys? Okay, let's go to the next slide. So we already know about satellite cells, guys. These are the first responders to trauma, meaning to muscle damage. Okay, this is where they reside. They reside by the basal lamina and the sarcolemma. This is going to be on the outskirts of your muscles, your muscle fibers. You guys already know they're going to be activated by mechanical strain, mechanical tension, and or muscle damage, okay? So what happens when you bring these satellite cells at a quiescence, which means quiescence means they're asleep pretty much. So when you bring these satellite cells at a quiescence by mechanical tension and muscle damage, what's going to happen, they're going to proliferate, meaning they're going to multiply. Then they're going to differentiate. They're going to turn into fibroblast or myoblast. And they're going to fuse with the muscle fibers. Okay, and what this happens, you're going to go through sarcomerogenesis. You're going to get sarcomeres in series and in parallel. And in some cases, we don't know yet. There's no evidence of this yet. But you can go through hyperplasia, which means you're going to get a whole new muscle fiber, okay? And so basically, this is going to be essential for hypertrophy and structural repair. If you guys want to watch a video of me breaking down satellite cells, I have another video on that. Just go to my channel. Okay. So what happens after eccentric overload and satellite cells? So what Franchi found was that with acute eccentric training, it activated significantly more satellite cells than concentric, than an acute concentric bout. Okay, what an acute eccentric bout means is that they got damaged. Okay, so if you guys read the study, you guys are gonna find that they also did chronic eccentric training versus chronic concentric training. What that means, chronic means they were doing it multiple times a week and they got no damage. And what happens was that when they got no damage, that with the chronic eccentric bouts versus the chronic concentric bouts, the satellite cell activity was evened out. But it was very slow. It was gradual. Okay, it was very slow. Meaning versus the acute eccentric bout, that gave you significantly more satellite cell activity. So what are we chasing in this channel? We are chasing acute eccentric bouts week by week, meaning we're chasing muscle damage. Okay, guys? So why does the satellite cell activity with chronic training even out? Why does it decrease significantly? Okay, that's going to be because our body's going to adapt due to the repeated bout effect. Okay, you stop triggering damage, you're going to stop triggering growth. Remember that, guys. Okay, this is why we chase acute eccentric bouts that's going to give us muscle damage. It's going to get us past the repeated bout effect, and we're going to actually force adaptation and give us a real stimulus, fellas, okay? All right. We're going to talk about the extracellular matrix, okay? The ECM. This is what people ignore, but it's very crucial for muscle growth, okay? This is the scaffold, this is the structure of your muscle. The ECM is going to be made up of collagens like collagen type 1, 3, 4, and some laminins. Okay, this is basically the scaffolding that holds your muscle fibers in place, fellas. It transmits force, it helps place your nuclei, and it literally talks to your satellite cells, okay? If you don't remodel this, your growth will be capped. Concentric does not force this growth. Only eccentric training through damage, like I explained before. Okay? So now here's the crazy part. What happens to your extracellular matrix remodeling past eccentric overload, okay? What Franchi found was that even after 27 days after one bout of eccentric overload, a damaging session, the ECM gene expression was still elevated. Okay, that means your muscle is still rebuilding the framework a month later. Okay, so with collagen 1 and 3, that's going to be your fibrillar structure. Okay, with collagen 4, that's going to stabilize the basal lamina. With TGF, basically transforming growth factor beta. Okay, this is going to be just advanced gene stuff you guys don't need to know about, but these are all crucial when it comes to remodeling, okay? That TGF beta S MAD signal is gonna give the remodeling signal, and then tennyson C is gonna mark regeneration, okay? It's gonna be up 48 hours after a damaging session, okay, guys? So it's not just fiber trauma. This is the tissue architecture that's gonna be rebuilt after an acute eccentric bout. Okay, guys, let's go to the next slide. So why is it that eccentric training builds resilience? Okay, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be because of the repeated bout effect. That's your body becoming more resistant to damage after you recover from an initial eccentric bout. Okay, to get past this repeated bout effect, you need to give your body something that is unaccustomed to eccentrically, either more weight or more sets, or you pause more. You do something that's more difficult than last eccentric bout. Okay, this is the mechanism. You want to activate satellite cells, and you want to trigger ECM remodeling. So that combo is going to it's going to literally restructure the tissue so you can handle more stress next time. But if you stop pushing that acute trauma, your body will adapt too well, and you won't be able to cause this restructuring again, okay? That's why you need to switch angles, pause, stretch more weight, more sets, whatever it takes to keep this signal alive, fellas, okay? This is why you want to do eccentric overload. You're not just lifting, you are rebuilding the muscle structure. Okay? Eccentric overload, you need to stretch, you need to cause trauma. This is going to unlock real model remodeling, fellas. So without these satellite cells coming out of quiescence, and without the extracellular matrix, your growth is going to be capped, okay? And concentric only lifting, you're going to have empty hypertrophy. It's going to be sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Okay, I went over this. Okay. This is why I'm so big on eccentric overload, guys. It's not just about feeling sore. It's what the soreness means. It's a signal for growth throughout your muscle and the architecture around your muscle. It means that satellite cells are going to be activated. It means your ECM is going to be rebuilding. And it means you're building something strong, okay? Not just big, not just pumping like sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. We're building for long-term gains, guys. If you like this breakdown, subscribe and let me know in the comments whether you've tried this, whether you guys felt soreness or anything. Like, subscribe, share this, and just let me know if you guys want me to keep making videos.